Alright, it was never originally part of the plan to do another episode of Into the Airlock tonight, but after playing this week's weekly one-shot, it was so good then followed by so bad that I felt that I needed to end the day with another dose of good. So we're back with FTL, faster than light, new crew, new ship, new name, new hopes, new dreams. And our captain today is none other than St. Lukas, and he has chosen Federation Cruiser Type B, nicknamed the Master Spark. We always love seeing the Master around here. Lukas himself will be in charge of this piece of junk. But we do need 2 crew members. A couple of people have piped up in the chat. For one, there is Polar Duck making a return. If we get capitalization right, it would bother me if you got me wrong, so I feel much the same way. And we also have Dark Bane joining us. It's very specifically Dark Bane. Let's keep the name correct there. Dark Bane is a slug, Polar Duck as our Zoltan. I don't like Dark Zoltan, I'm a bit of a racist that way. Let's make him really bright. That's the brightest one we got. Wonder what we can do with our Sluggo. Nice green slug. Looks great to me. And is that Lukas? I don't think that's Lukas. Good enough. Okay, Master Spark, hard mode. It's got the dual lasers, which is amazing. The Leto, which is... but it's already got a level 2 artillery beam. That's none too shabby in itself. Let's get going. The data we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. We need supplies. We got to explore. We can't have the rebel fleet catch up, or else we're gonna die. So, straight away, what do we have? We've got Polar Duck there in the engine room. Makes a lot of sense because, well, it's free energy and you almost always want your engine going. We've got Slug Boy Dark Bane over in the weapons room. And Lukas, of course, commanding the whole show here. He is the captain, I am the general, and I say we gotta go. Right off the bat we get the store, and the store's no good for us because there is nothing we have to sell and no scrap with which to buy anything, so let's just get jumping. So to Bane, to Lukas, and to Polar Duck, tag me in the chat if there's anything that I've got to know. Right, we arrive, and there's a pirate already wanting to play with us. He's got a flak and a heavy cannon, so we should worry already. Especially since they managed to disable part of our engine, so dodging is going to be a hard ask here. Right, well, I know that straight away we're going to want to keep Rockman there and suffocating. Otherwise, I don't like them getting any shots in with their anything right now, so we're going to focus all attack on their weapons. Unfortunately, they've decided that we don't deserve any shields, and they're knocking that out straight away. Thankfully for us, I don't think they're going to get another shot in on us easily. It's dangerously close to doing some... Oh, did I say that? I should not have said that. Alright, thankfully, I think we'll be okay here. Lukas can just hold his breath for a bit. I don't want those shields giving us any more jip though. Well, worst of all, we can't have those weapons hurting us. But we have right there our artillery beam. It comes in and saves the day. And we get a piece of fuel and virtually no scrap out of it because this is hard mode. Now we have a medibay. Very unusual for us. We don't usually go the medibay route. We're going to get that healing us up. So nice and simple, an aggressive style ship, much like Federation A. We're going to hope for the best here, but as always plan for the worst. 3 bits of damage right at the start, but at least we've got our fuel back and a couple of distress signals. We like distress. We cause it and we fix it. So, we've got a tiny asteroid belt and a small ship is struggling to maneuver. What can we do for you? Help, our shields are down, we won't last long. Do we try to shield them with our own ship or do we leave them to their fate? This question goes to Lukas, Polar Duck and Dark Bane. It's up to you guys to message me with how you want to react to these situations and we will go accordingly. I never go against a team unless, you know, my finger can slip every now and then. Polar Duck and Captain Lukas insists that we shield because we have the hull to throw away. Well, we do our best, but oh no, it didn't touch our own hull. The scrap that we're making, though, is pretty pathetic. Let's open the doors, have our whole ship aerate a bit, whilst we check the other distressed bacon. Boy, this scrap is awful. So we find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station, and they're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. We have no cloning bay. The question is, are we going to risk what is probably a 50-50 on our crew dealing with giant alien spiders? Maybe it's a 1 in 3rd. I think there's 3 outcomes to this. Or do we simply leave them alone? The captain says that we risk nobody, and Polar Duck is backing up the captain, being a right brown noser, saying no spiders for them, so we're going to leave them the hell alone. And the flavor text says it all. We can't help every backwater place with their problems. So into the nebula, and our relief fades away as we see a rebel scout. A rebel scout with a single laser and a teleporting bomb. I think our artillery beam alone will remove these guys. But first of all, let's remove their ability to hurt us with their... okay. Well, never mind that. Goodbye, shields. There's no point in wasting our rockets on the Leto if we don't have to. That's exactly the way I'm looking at this. If they want to remove our oxygen, well, so be it. I don't want them dodging, though. A wonderful thing about the Master Spark here, we can fight battles of attrition. All we have to do is hold out for the artillery beam to do its work, and the enemies just fade away into delicious piles of 15 scrap, and that 3 fuel early on is a bit of a blessing. Now, ideally I want to get the shields up and on the go so that we really can play battles of aggression. Wait, that didn't mean anything. Wars of attrition was what I wanted to say. Now, I've done myself a disfavor here with this setup. This looks pretty bad, actually, unless I want to take the long way down and round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we can manage that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's so risky. There's almost no chance that we'd manage that. But it's a waste just to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm going to put this to our captain. Do we go the north route and hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beacons? Or do we go south and hit 8, but probably run into the enemy fleet? Usually my decision, but I want to at least pass it by the captain so we can blame them instead. Sojourn says, remember what happened last time you upgraded the shields. Better to never upgrade anything. Hey, we did pretty good. Right up until the crew mutinied unless I upgraded the shields. We did it, everybody died. Major spoilers for last bit of Into the Airlock. You know my stance on making you sweat. Let's go south of the border, says Lukas. Alright, onwards and downwards. It's going to be dangerous, very dangerous. Oh, especially when we run straight into a Class M star. And also when they have mind control capabilities. Hopefully they're not very good. And Polar Duck probably won't do enough damage that they can't fix. So I really don't like how long we're going to have to spend taking down this overshield. Hopefully they don't hurt us too much. I get to work fixing that. We're going to eat some real pain here for a while. Oh, especially if we can't dodge. So once the overshield is gone, which it is, we are taking care of their weapons. Okay, we are trying to take care of their weapons. Also, shields are going to go down here. I probably should have aerated the whole place first. You know, except for where our crew is working. Those are pretty important. Disable oxygen, try to get all that stuff down. And we cannot have them hurting us. Oh man, there goes our, well, our shields for one. Damn, okay, well, I'm gonna have to rethink that, haven't I? Those shields need fixed. At least Leto is kind of fixed. Okay, saving grace, our artillery beam stepped right in. Stopped them from doing just about anything. but I don't want our ability to sail away getting destroyed, so we're going to have to fight amongst ourselves here. Fortunately, the enemy is destroyed. Stop fighting, and we are getting out of here. Took a bit more damage than I would have liked to. It's dangerous to jump away without that shield fixed, though. There's lots of things dangerous about this. Open up everything, please, and just pray that we don't get a fire where we don't want it. Damn, that did damage, and it was fire where we didn't want it. Alright, just get those shields up and running. Good. I'd love to heal our team, but we have other things to worry about. We gotta keep moving. Oh, well, there's a store right there, and right there, but we have to make a beeline for the exit here, or else those rebels are going to give us a very bad time. I'll let some oxygen flow a bit, at least until a bit of a flare is coming. Oh, well, we are out of here. Farewell. Okay, so we spot a small rebel ship nearby, and it's refitted for transport rather than combat. Do we engage, or do we simply avoid the ship? Also, Nigerian princes ripping into the chat box display. I mean, I kind of like how it is, but I'm not fully sold on it yet. Polar Duck and St. Lukas both insist that we beam them to death. However, they're going to try and run away. They can also shoot twice. We're going to have a hard time dealing with them. Let's Leto down their ability to jump away. And Jewel Laser away their everything else. Oh, there go our shields again. I never needed those. Alright, well, at least their FTL is delayed. And now they can only hit us once, although of course they're using the heavy beam. That's pretty bad news for us. Whew, thank God we're good at what we do. Right, we can't have them making a clean getaway here. Damn. I really hate wasting all of our rockets like this, but we're low on options. Ah, the you-know-what will help us out. Here it comes. Splat. Ah, you detect faint life signatures, and it turns out there was someone alive there. They join our crew in their first step for revenge. Alright, get into that shield place, that's where we need you. The rest of you go heal up. You can... Actually, Maria, your first job will be to fix those doors. Lukas, you can show them the ropes. So the question is, who's ready to step in to be our Maria? We're recruiting every time we get somebody new to answer the question that just came in. So who wants to join in? So many people with stupid names, like Liz Jipijotin. Did you just like smash your face against the keyboard and get your name? No, instead we're gonna get, well, I assume that they're asking to join Jack Arse. There we go. Jack Arse on the shields and all is well. Alright, it's a shame what's happening to our ship here, but let's keep on going. The 50 scrap that we have could actually get us those extra shields that would help out. It'd help out quite a lot, actually. We're going for it, because we can get them active whilst keeping our engines going on bare minimum. Ours is a ship that fights to the last man. We did not fight a war to let a single Federation ship shatter our dreams of a better galaxy. They're locking weapons, and we're instantly glad that we have level 2 shields because they simply cannot penetrate us anymore. In fact, we could just sit back and laugh forever. There's no need for Leto. Now, there is a good reason to work up our shields here. And we can just sit back and laugh. We might as well do what exactly? No, we could try and pop away at their oxygen. Why not? Gotta hand it to you, Jack Arse. You're already doing a great thing for us. no oxygen for these suckers. No anything after that. You know, I'd quite like to have a look at what's going on in there. That's not the sensors. So they're offering to give us goods if we don't destroy their ship. It's a paltry offer: 2 rockets, 1 drone, and 8 scrap. The question is, do we accept that offer, or do we simply not accept surrender? The question goes to you, crew. It does not go to me. I'm the general. This kind of micromanagement's not my thing. Polar Duck says no surrender. St. Lukas says the beam cannot be bribed. We do not accept surrender. Sadly, they're not on fire, and double sadly, they have a repair drone. Oh wow, we just took down their drone. Cool. At least Dark Bane is learning how to work those weapons at this rate. Lukas will soon learn a bit more about dodging. Polar Duck also a thing or two about evasion going their way. Happy days. Speaking of evasion, these enemies know how to evade. Thankfully, we know how to artillery beam them. Away they go. So we get a lot more out of destroying them. 3 fuel, 2 rockets, 18 scrap. Let's keep on going. We might just be able to get to the exit at this rate. So, a fine prey, we honour you with our most eviscerating arsenal. You sense a cloud to this silver lining and power the weapons. Cloud to... Ah, yes, they make the single entendre. Okay, straight away, I know that they can't penetrate our shields with that pathetic array that they have there. So let's stop them from enjoying anything here. Could always kill this guy. Might be entertaining for me, or they could just dodge entirely. God damn, they're too good for us. Alright, we need that oxygen back. Check that medibay though. Check it hard. I wonder if we have any way of murdering him. I mean, the old artillery beam is there to make amends. Well, it was nice knowing you, but now you're dead. A reasonable amount that we get for that. Ship's looking okay. We can kill and keep moving. Pretty sure he's missing on purpose, just an excuse to fire the guns some more. Well, sadly there's nothing on this jump, and it looks like we might be able to make a clean getaway here. It'll be tight though. So, somebody is under attack by space pirates. Do we aid this civilian ship, or do we stay out of it? Now, civilians have stabbed us in the back many times in the past into the airlock. I wonder what these ones are going to do to us. Help them, aid those who have no beam, says the Lukas. Looks like we're helping them out. We power up, and they cannot penetrate our shields once again. This is good news for us. There's no point using our Leto if we don't have to. There's no point in them having oxygen. Although they do know how to dodge. I would like to see a bit more about their ship, like if I set fire to the oxygen bay, for example. That's something that I want to know about. But if I were to do that, then people would stop getting their experience. You know what? I think I'll have you check it out anyway. Just because it's very entertaining to me if I... Actually, no, never mind that. We'll know if a fire is started, because we'll see them trying to tackle a blaze. Okay, well, that's... Oh, that's something, isn't it? Farewell. Looking awfully dead there. Again, more fuel. This is excellent at the start. The civilians, well, they did not survive. And we are now drowning in fuel. This has been a very, very lucrative starting position, even though we took a lot of hull damage. There's plenty we could do for the Master Spark, but I don't think we'll do anything for it right now. We're going to save up and hope that we get something that synergizes well with the artillery beam, or if we can go as a boarding party. So, Federation cruiser jumping into Rebel territory. Quite the bold move! Take these supplies. Yes, we will. Take it and run. So onwards to the end, and holy crap, a weapon just floating in space. Burst Laser Mark II. That will go very well with dual lasers and is a perfect reason to level that up. We now can launch a volley of 4 shots in one go. I don't have to tell you that that is excellent, but I will. It is excellent. Oh, I can be very happy about that. Very happy indeed. Lasers and beams, there's no competition. Yeah, a Mark II would have been better, but Mark I is fine. It's still 2 shots. So, question for Captain Lukas. Do we hit up civilian sector, or do we hit up a whole bunch of pirates? We don't know what's down the line here, and the only difference is we can access another hostile place at the next go if we go civilian. But I mean, can piracy truly be tolerated inside our systems? What's it going to be, Captain Lukas? This is the same Lukas, for people that were watching earlier, who brought detention to this stream. So if you liked it, then you can like Lukas. If you did not, well, direct what you think to Lukas. In absence of any of Lukas's input, do our crew want to say anything? Jack Arse, Dark Bane, and Polar Duck. Jack Arse wants to butcher the civilians. Lukas says to redeem you buying detention, remove pirates. There we go. Captain's orders. If the reports are true, this area is under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with a few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. That's alright. There's no risk around when it's beam time. Let's get going. Wouldn't mind patching up this thing. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Do we dare respond? Are we taking up a bit of mercenary work on the side or not? Yeah, I'm really surprised this game doesn't have a loaded DLC for it. They did some amazing free updates, and I really appreciate that. But I feel like they could have worked a lot more events and sold them. I would have bought them. Great game. So we're doing a bit of moonlighting. Yes, we shall. The cargo safety. We need a less incompetent captain. Sure thing. Let's do it. And would you look at that, right on the direction we want to go, with a ton of beacons for us to hit up on the way. This is my kind of job. But I'm going to hit up this just in case there's more distress around here. Jake, from what I've read, the developers are sick of the game and wanted to move on. I can't even fathom that thought, but it is what it is. So, an advertisement. They want to trade 2 rockets for 3 drones. We're absolutely taking that, because economical decisions are ones that I can take. I didn't spend all that time on patrician for nothing. We might not have any drone things right now, but we may get them later. So there's a small ship struggling to maneuver through a field. Oh, the shields are going down and we simply won't last long. Much like before, do we shield them with our own ship? Or do we leave them to their own rocky fate? Now, the funny thing is, if you leave them to their own fate and they survive, they're very not happy with you, and they alert the rebels of your presence. The Polar Duck wants to shield us again. Well, funny that they would say that, because it's Jack Arse who has to manage our shields. Looks like we're helping them. Oh no. I think that Jack just said nothing's hitting our shields, and ensured that the enemy, the friendly ships there, bought it. Okay, there's a store I would like to patch up. That is exactly, I think, what we're going to get here. Pirates must be making you jumpy. What's going on? I would love all of the stuff they have there, not least of all that clone bay. But we do need to fix up. We could always sell Leto, but it can be pretty useful to squeak in a little rocket against enemy ships. Clone bay, so good. Lukas says, get that clone bay. Captain's orders then. Goodbye, Medibay. As we say, check that Medibay. Gotta get some repairs while we're here. The hull isn't looking great, but we'll have to make do with it as it is. No point selling what we've picked up here. I can't believe dual lasers are worth less than burst. They're a lot better than burst. Oh well, not selling either of them. Let's keep on going and pray that we don't get slaughtered. Oh, but if we're ever jumping, I want that clone bay active. Now we can fight spiders without worry. So we're scanning for that lost ship. You find the remains of the ship. It seems to have several severe external damage. We can't pinpoint a cause. The majority of its cargo is intact, and we managed to find out its intended destination. Do we simply take cargo for ourselves, or do we carry on to its original destination in search of a reward? What do we do, captain and crew? Now, if the votes are ever split, then we go with whichever side the captain is on. The captain gets 1.5 votes, you see. Polar Duck wishes to honor our agreement. Oh man, we got the prize right here, and we don't even know what it is. Lukas is surrendering the decision to the crew. So Duck wants to honor. What about Jack Arse and Dark Bane? Alright, seems that we're honorable killers, so we're gonna head to the original destination. And, oh dear, I don't like that, but I'm gonna have to like it. Let's go. We do indeed have plenty of fuel. So, an advanced rebel automated ship is stationed near a small rebel space station, and we can't tell what's inside it. Do we attack this guy? He's got an ion and a rocket. Or do we avoid provoking the ship altogether? What's it gonna be? We could blow this guy clean out the sky, but he will get a rocket or two in on us. Beam destroy it. Oh my, I am not a fan of that cloaking either. Well, we know that he can't do much to us, so let's do it this way. Don't like those weapons whatsoever. Oh, crud. Double crud. We need those weapons activated. This is getting tricky. That's also tricky. Not liking the 2 damage they do with that either. That's not nice. Damn. Double damn. Alright, might as well save up for a volley here. I really hope the RT beam helps us out. That does help us, thank you. There we go. Alright, we took a lot of damage there that we really did not want to take, but we're still alive. So we grab what we can, and hey, functioning schematic. I'll take it. Take it and run. Oh, there's only 1 space in there for repairing the clone bay. That's interesting. Well, I always want that thing operational if we can, but we took a lot of damage there. Not being able to deal with rockets is a big weakness for the Master Spark here. Master Spark not so masterful anymore. Let's keep those shields high and hit up the quest. You had a breach, Jake? Possibly, I wasn't listening. You find the station that had ordered your cargo, you drop it off and they respond, ignoring the fact that this is days late, we really appreciate it. Take this as payment. Anti-ship fire drone. Well, if we ever wanted to set somebody on fire, we got the parts for it. And we have the drones for it. Okay, no, I'm not seeing any breach whatsoever. So you're full of nonsense. Yes, fire. So excited, says Lukas. Alright, well, we're going to need some drone systems for that. Let's hope we can find it. Piracy results in negative social impact. Not permitted. Okay, NG folks. We agree. Hull's not looking too great, though. Far from it. But there's no sign of any stores at the end here. So, We've picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. Could we try to hail them, or do we simply ignore these refugees? They might want to trade with us, they often do. Although it would be nice if we get some extra crew. Or, you know, if they have someone who'd be really good at fixing ships, that would be nice too. Polar Duck and Lukas insist that we hail them. And, oh, they were bait. What is more, they have something that I don't want to deal with, which is a crew teleporter. However, they cannot penetrate our shields, so I'm going to get those doors functioning. Actually, what will we do here? There's no real need for the artillery beams, since we can take them on at our leisure. So we're going to get some good doors going. And then they're going to eat a whole load of lack of oxygen. No, not like that. I mean, we can really just wait this out, but we can also kill him, just for laughs. Alright, you had fun there. How about you guys switch sides? Heaven even knows how little slug guy fights like that. That was just to balance out the amount of damage that we end up taking. So I wonder if they'll try to get it on us again. I'd love to check that oxygen bay. No, they don't seem too interested in coming to play with us. It's always nice to try to kill our enemies, right? Oh, of course, Rock Dude is immune to fire. I forget that. Oh well, I guess they're all just gonna die. All gonna die. So what's the refugee ship have to say? Well, as a gesture of goodwill and seeing how effectively we dispatched them, yes, I do like extra goodies. Upgrading the ship is an idea, but we should save up. Actually, extra power would be a great idea. So, we're hardly able to bark an order before a small team is beamed aboard our ship. They've been expecting... Holy Christ, that's not a small team. That is not even remotely a small team. We could open up and kill everybody and rely on this surviving. It's a cruel idea, but it's one that we're probably going to go through. No, we can actually manage this. I just need you to seal those doors on the double. Alright, good. Also, you're going to have to save the oxygen bay, and you will have to save the cloning bay. Alright, good enough. Back to where you were, lads and lasses. Oh, snap, not you. I need that. Damn, that was a mistake to make. Don't die on us there, Lukas. Phew. Lukas took a lot of damage there, which is pretty unfortunate, but cloning bay will heal all wounds in 13 jumps or fewer. Jake, do you have any tips for Sweden and EU4 if Denmark allies Muscovy? You have 50 years, just make your plans and make them well. Still tempted by getting a bit of extra power so we can have more things active. It's only 25. Let's keep on going. Lukas, get yourself some mini healing. Oh my! I can't say no to a heavy laser Mark 1. Cheers. That is very good reason to get extra power for the weapons, but not good enough right now. The question to you, Captain, is do we go to Zoltan controlled or Zoltan controlled? Difficult choice, I know. Yeah, 2 free lasers is pretty awesome. That means we can fire off 5 and one of them does double damage. And when it comes to revving up time, it takes 11 seconds for a full volley. Zoltan South, says Lucky Lukas. The laser does look favorably upon us, but the hull situation does not. I'm not talking about the worst place in England. Alright, we should go and check out as many beacons as we can in the hopes that we find a store. But I really think that getting all our weapons active is a good priority. Now we can have all of them going. And if we want the artillery beam, then we can lower engines and turn off the clone bay. Who needs hull if you have shields? Touché. Well, this pulsar is probably going to make short work of that. So I don't want to be boarded here, that much is for certain. I think we can take him down without the assistance of the super beam, but why risk it? Alright, so what do we not like of theirs? Weapons for sure, and then the next one hits up their shields, I think. Okay, that's kind of thankful. However, our shields are resting in pieces right now, which is less than ideal. And they're still getting ready for another volley. Phew. Alright, they're trying to get away, but to that I say, you die. Now they're wanting to surrender. Do we accept their offer, or do we simply never accept surrender? We have them on the ropes here. So I don't think we have any reason to take their paltry offer. They're even trying to get away from us. Polar Duck insists there's no surrender. Exterminate. Absolutely. We do not accept this. Alright, they try to make their getaway. It's not going to be good enough. Unless it nails our weapons right now. No, it did not. What a shame for them. Alright, everybody, back to your positions. We're not very good with dealing with borders, that's for sure, but there, that seems acceptable. Alright, we can't even get out yet. We'll eat this ion, or no, we'll eat it. Sometimes it can hit you even after you jump. We can't afford to jump without functioning shields. Fortunately that was a light one, so shields up. And up some more. And away we go. Oh, distressed bacon. We'll help it out. So we find the source of a distress call, a small research station, and the fire is out of control, threatening to destroy the whole station. Do we send in our crew to help put out the fire, or do we dock to try to rescue survivors? That's a way to get some extra crew. Trying to put out the fire is a good way to, well, lose some crew, although we do have the good old clothing bay. Lukas and Polar insists that we send in the crew. Oh, well, on you go, guys. Oh my. You send in your crew, unfortunately, as soon as they enter, the fire breaches the station's fuel cell, and Jack Arse is dead. With a newfound respect for flames, your crew member's clone stumbles out of the clone bay. Tell me, how do you feel, Jack Arse II? Jack Arse version 2.0. Oh wow, just called V2. Jack Arse version 2. Gotta keep track of these things, you know. We have a heart. I feel like we should have extra power, but we can make do with what we have right now. At least we got some scrap out of that. So we arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they're researching some genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. Do we have time to undergo a few scans? We could participate, or we could tell them to sod right off. What's it going to be, Captain and crew? Lukas, always a man of the arts and sciences, says let's go get some science. Well, they're giving us some cakes and some scrap. Why, thank you. Let's keep on going. We're still on the hunt for a store here. We've got to patch up this hull something fierce before it comes to 3 scrap per repair. You jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser, and the NG escort thinks that we're the attacker. They're refusing all hails, so let's hail them in gunfire. Oh man, they will not penetrate us. The same can't be said for what we're about to do to them. Well, if we dodge, that's all the better. So, I don't like those weapons, for starters. And I don't like them having oxygen. Oh, damn, this is actually kind of bad. They managed to knock our shields down. They'll get a free hit on here. Or they could if they tried. Alright, let's get a bit of intel on what we managed to do to them. Was it any good or not? I think I managed to put that afire, but they have nanobots helping them out. That's funny, because I got something else to help them out. Pop. Down they go, and we enjoy the scrap, but there's still no store. We really could do with finding a store. Although, no jumps if we don't have the clone bay active. I really enjoyed your triple flak run, Jake. Will you attempt a quadruple one anytime soon? It's a difficult thing to attempt because it's pure RNG if you find flak there, Nigerian. Alright, the Zoltan simply jump away, but we got distress and store. I want them both. Distress first. Lukas is getting healed up from his injuries. I mean, he's been brought back from the brink of death. Somebody wanting our fuel, and they're kind of well armed, but sadly we can't help them out. We do not have our own fuel. Can do the store and then a whole bunch of other stuff before the exit. Sounds great to me. Okay, sadly they don't sell what we want. Oh, now that's really handy if you've got a good boarding crew. But we are in dire need of fixing up firstly, and some fuel. And after that we can't afford crew. We do have things to sell, but I'm not sure we want to sell these when we could be setting fire to people. How useful is the shield charger? 15% faster shield regen? Probably not worth the money. Sell the drones, sell the Leto, believe in the beam. I'd never want to get rid of the anti-ship fire drone though. It could wipe crew where we cannot. You know, our lasers can take down enemy shields and then we fire them, set them on fire, and then we get a full scrap. How awesome does that sound? The answer is very. So no, I'm not sold on that. Of course, we would need to be able to actually buy a drone set. System repair drone is also pretty useful at times. Emergency, all ships in range, we are under attack. The frequency matches a nearby Zoltan ship. We're taking care of their pursuer. Hopefully the Zoltan will help us out. Unfortunately, they have something we really don't want to see right now. So we need to knock those weapons down before they get a volley out of that thing. Right, I really, really don't want them hitting me with that. Phew. Alright, that's kind of nice. We've got a breach on them too. They won't be hitting us, so Captain, observe. Dangerous for them, but not good enough. I cannot believe how well equipped your ship is. Please take this and let us live. It does include fuel, But are we the kind of crew that actually accepts surrender? Put a second energy into the engine if that missile comes back online. Oh, it will not. Seems that we're not a fan of surrendering. So I might as well ask the crew this. Will we ever accept surrender, or should we just always by default ignore it? And if we are in a situation where if they offer us surrender we can take it, but perhaps we should come to a decision on this here and now. Because I think Lukas wants the beam. The beam and nothing but the beam. Only ask us if the question is fuel, and we're pathetically low on it. Alright, roger that. So, this guy with a beam is trying to hit us up, thankfully. Oh, I was going to say he could never penetrate us, but that begs to differ right there. Just in case, I think we should go for the beam. No, if they eye on us and hit us with that, we could get beamed to shreds here. This is actually pretty bad for us. We want to be able to dodge if we can. But the real problem is that right there, so we need to not be hit by these. Okay, that was very kind of almost fortunate. Alright, can't be having them making a clean getaway here, and I really don't like that attack drone. Whew, just in time. And good dodging by the crew as well, awesome. Well, we know they can't dodge, so they're dead. Naturally, still one step ahead. Yeah, we can... Ooh, another store. Tempts us, but we'd never make it back to the exit in time. So we'll take our one last jump and then away we go. Jake, I will never accept someone coming away from my guns. Alright, so it's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the station is offering us a deal. Deal of a lifetime. 8 fuel for 2 missiles. Amazing. Alright, we're getting out of here. It's a good thing we got the great deal on patching up the hull whilst we did. Let's go. So, question once again to our glorious Captain Lukas. Do we hit up the rocks, or do we go to some uncharted nebula? I mean, we're pretty good for taking on rocks, except they have missiles usually, and that's bad news for us. In a sense, we're actually not well prepared for rocks, so I take that back. Is this really called into the airlock if you have to let your crew breathe rather than powering up your hyper beam, Jake? We play the cards we're dealt with here. So what do you say, Captain? Rocks or nebula? Let's test our slug's loyalty in his homeland. Onwards to the nebula then. The slugs have a nasty way of taking care of our oxygen, but as long as we have cloning, that won't be a problem. Now we can get a lot more jumps in nebula, but our sensors will be useless. Thankfully, Slugman is good for that, so let's hope for some good rolls. Where do we go, up or down? Down gives us some non-nebula beacons. But there's only one... Oh, it's a trap! Unless we go up from there, then we can check out a whole bunch of things. Okay, that sounds reasonable though. Breathe in that fresh nebula air. Okay, we got an awful trade here. 1 fuel for 4 rockets, ignoring that since we are not rocket dependent. So an advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. They got a rocket and they got a triple, what looks to be laser, and a either single or dual laser shot. They're going to stress test our double shields. Do we attack them or do we not provoke this ship? Lukas goes straight for the beam answer. Well, aye aye, Captain, and I can't see your crew debating. We're getting that station. Oh, they have hacking as well. Okay, it was Ion after all. So they can get through our shields a little bit, but it's that rocket I'm more concerned about. Let's try and beam them to death then. Oh god, not the sensors, what will we do? Alright, we can let off a good volley here. Yeah, so they get a lovely shot in, good for them. We'll be fine. Yeah, we don't even need that extra heavy laser. They're going down. Especially when they can't dodge. Ooh, good job them. They can dodge that. Alright, but they can't dodge this. Wonderful, and that's a lot of scrap. What does the station have for us? Everything is the answer there. We've been feeling it on the lack of power, but I think we can keep going with what we have here. I mean, I'm never one to leave the clone bay undone. Okay, well, we can get one. Yeah, we can explore a touch more. Okay, everything is down here, and despite the harsh conditions, we're being greeted by a rebel scout. Hot damn. Okay, they could penetrate our shields unless we really jack them up right now. However, we can do much the same to them, so with this, we're okay. We just gotta hold our breath. I wasn't counting on that, I'll be honest. Alright, well, like I said, we don't need to dodge as long as we have this. But what do we not want working from them? We don't want that other weapon going. I mean, we don't want weapons going from them, period, so... Oops. Good. Sadly, they take that opportunity to get some more, you know. Ho-hum. Guys, we can't breathe here. Alright, good job everybody, back to positions. And we're looking good, except, you know, the horrifying lack of oxygen, so let's get that going. Otherwise... Ooh. Well, I don't want them repairing that any more than they already have. Oh, he's trying to put out a fire that we just put down there. That's entertaining, but it would never be enough to kill them off, sadly, so... Well, we were told not to accept surrender unless times are dire. And I can take that. No, if we keep everything closed and we just deoxygenate him this way, whilst his friends all die, then everything's fine. Dead. Alright, happy days for us. Let's get the bare minimum going. Oxygen looking acceptable. Back to positions. Open the ship up. Let everyone breathe for a moment. I'm sorely tempted to upgrade our ship a bit, especially with the cloning bay. But we're so good on the offensive here that it's kind of making me excited. Alright, we can check you and then carry on our way here. But since we know there's nothing interesting here, maybe it's worth going up and checking that early, just in case there's a lot of stuff we want to look at there. Aye, that's what we'll do. A mantis ship hails you through the storm. These are sacred clan hunting grounds. Your prey, shields up. Well, against that, we do want our shields up. Let's get all the everything going, and... Wait, is it worth having burst laser or heavy laser take the flak there? If we take 2 damage, it knocks out 2 of our things, so I think we'll have it this way. Oh man, we are not fit for borders. Alright, so they're showing us what they can do by firing at us twice. We should do much the same by firing at them about 1,000,000 times. Crunch. No, I think we just let it die. Teleporting back to the place just as it blows up. Chilling. Truly chilling. Okay, still though I'm on the fence about upgrades. I mean, we're still a little short on fuel here, power. But I like what we have going here. Extra dodge is always nice, but who knows what those stores have in store for us. And I'm willing to save up for it. Especially when it involves trading for even more drone parts. I would love some drones. I think a defense drone would go swimmingly with this setup. So, shoot, I forgot to power the medibay. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire has gone out of control. What's it going to be? Do we risk our crew for real, or do we try to get ourselves some survivors? Polar Duck wants to dock this time. Damn, our clone bay. That was a rookie mistake by me. Should always have it powered when you're jumping. I love fire, but with no clone bait, we dock today. Dock we shall, and oh my. 4 damage to us, and... well, that would have been our crew, so let's be grateful. You should be grateful. Okay, let's keep on going. So we're navigating the fog blind, and you practically bump hulls of the Mantis ship, and they hail you, "Pah! This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula very dangerous. Next time humans all die." They have triple shield. They have good weapons. However, it's only teleporting bombs and they will not be able to penetrate our shields. Unless, of course, they take it down. Will we open fire or do we get out of here? Exterminate. Exterminate. Okay, they have a couple of manti, which are going to make our life unpleasant. We did not fix our doors, so we're going to have to engage. Well, time for them to die. Fight that mantis. Like your life depends on it. Alright, so how's this going to go down? I really don't want them shooting at us with all that everything they have. I'll take it, but now we can't dodge. But their mantis man is dead at the very least. Alright, so... they're pretty good at dodging, let's fix that. Okay, we failed at fixing that. And then... okay, we got a number of problems here. One is indeed that fire. Oh, I think they have an issue there. They have a fire going on as well. Let's see if we can't make issues a little harder for them. We just killed their mantis. That might not be all we kill today. What are they doing? Is it... have they got a firebomb or something? Whatever the case, I want some eyes on the sensors. Slug boy, you check it out. Otherwise, we really need to not have that fire spreading, especially into our O2. Otherwise, he seems to be up to something there. What's he doing? What's happening there? Oh, of course we can't see anything in this nebula. And Lukas is dying. Lukas is dead. Right, let's hope they don't take down our clone bay. It's too dangerous to let them even have a chance at taking down our clone bay. So we're taking it down there. Alright, everybody's getting a lovely whiff of that. Oh, you survived. Well, a celebration for your survival. I'm actually going to let you live. Alright, and welcome back, Lukas version 2. Alright, we're good. We're surviving. Starting to wish I had better doors. So many people with boarding teams giving us a hard time. Thankfully, teleporting bombs, I don't think they ever do hull damage. Or maybe these guys did and I didn't notice. I'm very good at not noticing, at least. Darkbane looks like he deserves to go into the airlock, but he's champion, so we won't kill him off. I will, however, check out that store. I'm sorry we've got nothing to give you, but we need scrap to keep the engines running. So these Federation refugees may just strike a trade with us. Teleporter, mind control, hacking. Teleporter is always good. Teleporter is always good. Could fix ourselves up a bit, and we could start by getting ourselves an actual boarding team. Possibly. I mean, gotta get that clone bay, right? Upgrade the doors so I can focus on dodging, says Polar Duck. Okay, we've got some good options here. Sadly, it's not drone, but... Teleporter's always useful. It's time to sell the Leto and the drones. Is it really, though? Okay, system repair drone's doing us no good. I really like the fire drone. I don't want to sell it. Leto might save us someday, but I guess it's gotta go. Mind control would let you land a full no dodge barrage against those lasers, chick eye, but it also takes up a system. Whereas what I'd really like is cloaking or drones. But there's a good reason for going with a teleporter. Killing lots of crew is always good. Alright, we're getting that teleporter, and I'm tempted to grab Nathan as well. He'll be safe when we have this cloaking bay. Alright, he's been bought. Alright, so who is going to join our illustrious crew here? I guess you'll just stand there, primed and ready to kill people. And you should probably have somebody join you. I'm thinking Jack. He's not really picking up on the whole shield operating situation. And I really think that Darkbane should actually be joining you as well. He seems pretty good. Oops, I think he slipped. And that's the last we saw of Darkbane. Ben's Burra says, I want to melee your adversaries, let me join you please. Well then, I think Nathan was a terrible name and your name is now Ben's. Looking good. We're a bit of a jack of all trades party here though, which I'm not too fond of. Still, it is what it is. We'll need extra power for what we have here, at least one. And then we can keep on cruising. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we can get around here. Alright, let's keep going. And we need to up the Bane version number. Got it there, we jumped there, we got nothing for it. Let's keep on going. Bane saying he's going to return stronger than ever. Well, he is back. Okay, so the ship emerges, and we've got a rebel ship waiting for us, stationed looking for us. And they will be able to get through our shields, and they have rockets. Are we going to attack them, or do we simply remain concealed? Now, I think I know what the good man Lukas wants, but it's up to our team. Board them, beam them, exterminate them. Okay, everybody wants them dead then. Down you go. I heard a drone. I think they're going to board us. Yeah, they've got a boarding drone coming right on in. And the saying goes, check that medibay, because we should actually check that medibay. We're in grave danger of actually losing our crew if they take down our cloning base, so I'm not super sold on attacking them right now. Unless we took down their weapons as well, so we'll have you focus on the shields for now. Well, actually there's no point. Well, you can do it anyway. Okay, I didn't think of that, did I? Save RO2. We can't have them hitting us with those weapons. And that is exactly why we did not board. That's too dangerous. We've got to repair that. Thankfully Jack Arse is doing what he was born to do, which is die. So get out of there while you still can. And I really don't want to be hit by those. Oh, wow. Dangerous times. That's also dangerous times. I think maybe the two of you can go and fix that up. Oh, that was very dangerous actually. Jack Arse could die in a heartbeat. He should fix what's most important to him first. Damn, no oxygen either. This is pretty bad. Gonna wish I had some artillery beam or something similar to help us out. Alright, we're probably gonna knock that ship down first. Get our shields up and running, and he's attacking our teleporter. So you man those shields, you go and fight him off, and let's focus on not being shot anymore. Please don't kill it. No, for the dangers that you've just put us through, you have to die. Okay, I don't want to lose that. So you go and fight him instead. There we go. Solves our problems a wee bit. Alright, now everyone's going to die if we don't fix that oxygen bay right now. Everyone's gonna die. Okay, I need you actually switched out on the double. Oh, damn. It's getting tense in here. Alright, he's got it fixed. Now we just need to all breathe easy. And I think you'd both breathe easier, you too, Mantis Man, if you just took an all expenses paid trip into the airlock. And everybody's feeling better for it. Whew. Took a bit of hurting there, but we're all a bit stronger for it. Jakey's still keeping track of version numbers. Jings, no. Too many deaths. Too much blood on my hands. Wait, what? What? No! Whew. That was dangerous. That was way too dangerous. Alright, everybody's okay. So, gotta carry on. I'm wondering if it's worth our time upgrading the ship at all. Some extra dodging would certainly help given what we've seen, but I'd really like some drones, so we're keeping what we have for now. You, then probably you, and then out of here. Whew. Alright, so a black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. Do we attack, ignore, or purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap? He has a fire beam and he has some lasers that could take down our shields. But just how scared are we of this guy? Polar Duck wants to get a weapon. Lukas and Dark Bane wish to beam him dead. We're not seeing the rest of the team weighing in on this, so we might be able to kill their crew for an unknown weapon. Let's attack and see what we can do. It's a beam off, they say. We attack. So, what do they have? Human, 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 rock. And they can fire 3 times and they have fire beam. Okay. As long as our clone bay is operational, we're good. This is kind of dangerous, but we can still kill everybody. And we should try to kill everybody. Mantis Man will make short work of them. The unfortunate part is how they're probably going to get a good volley on us. But if we just take down that shielding, that medibay of theirs. Okay, then we fight in the medibay. Now, what did they hit of us? I wasn't paying attention, but it doesn't look like it was anything too... Okay, that's pretty fiery. Pretty awesome in a way. Kind of want to keep shooting it. But we should probably also stop them from shooting us. Alright, how does the rest of our crew feel about getting some hands on... At least Slug Boy could go and fight his friends. Take a peek inside, yeah, they're dying horribly. Haha. Now they have no oxygen, no hope. Okay, well, sadly they're still have a fiery fate. Well, just get in there. There's no kill like overkill, right? I really don't want to beam them to death anymore. Kind of cute how they're attempting to kill us. You get out of there. Mantis Man deals more damage. And there we go, we stripped them dead. They had no weapon for us after all. Disappointing. Very disappointing. I mean, pretty good job all around, folks. I think I know how we can celebrate that. With an all expenses paid, you guessed it, trip into the airlock. And on the grounds that this is starting to take a while, I think we should upgrade our clone bay unless there's a store next to us. There is not a store next to us. I don't know, there's other things we could spend that power on. Ah, we'll take it. It's the aim of the game after all. All that talk about weapons, no extra one when everyone on the ship is dead. If you buy a weapon off of him, he can go, I told you the nebula was dangerous, and then jump away, not giving you anything. So he doesn't always have a weapon for you. How about doors, Jake? Nah, we got a better crew for boarding now. We're good. It's a shame that Dark Bane is losing a lot of his skills on weapons, but he'll get those back. Oh my, this looks dangerous. A rock-armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings. When they hail you, they grow suspicious. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid, leave. Now they have halberd and they have a single fire laser. They could deal some real damage to us unless we get those shields operational on the double. Question is, how do we feel about this? Do we arm the weapon? Exterminate. Rocks don't have noses. Beam them. Better arm those weapons. Now, unfortunately, their weapons are fully operational despite this. And they do have a medibay. However, we could beam in and kill them all anyway. tricky one. Feels like you're a bit wasted being there when what I want is full shields. And I guess we can hold our breath for what we want to do here, which is definitely knock out those weapons of theirs. Don't need that where we're going, but I want to teleport in as soon as we can. So we can breathe for a little bit, but what I want you doing is powering something else. There's nothing else really for you to power here, unless you want to be a darling on the shields. Now we're good as we are. These two won't sync up for one shot. There we go. Alright, looks good to me. No need for breathing, however I will have you go and power the oxygen as we go and kill them. Oh yeah, I forgot they have... Oh, wow! Didn't think of that now, did I? We'll have them deal with their issues there. And once they are... Oh yeah, we should probably have a functioning clone bay where we're going here. And you know what, let's send in some backup, shall we? As we shoot our own crew. Forget you, Mantis Man needs the experience here. Polar Duck is already dying. That's hilarious to me. Alright, out you go. Just switch it up a bit. Alright, we're fine as we are. Wow, Benz is actually gonna buy it. Damn, I expected better out of you. Expected better out of the both of you. Alright, well, we killed them all, and we drag all the fuel out. That's a pretty good haul. Pretty damn good haul. You two did exemplary. I think you should go over here for your celebratory into the airlock. Polar Duck says I'm not the best at fighting things. Yeah, clearly. We almost had to send in the slug man Dark Bane to deal with those rock creatures. Is the crystal ship that good, considering the whole quest line you have to dredge through to unlock it? The crystal ship is, in my eyes, best ship. It's incredibly good. Okay, as long as the shields are up and the clone bay is active, we can safely jump. Could make it to the exit, but I think we'll do you first. Crystal ship is meh, Alicious, are you a fool? The pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's trying to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Do we attack this smuggler scum, or do we simply ignore them? The beam is down right now, but it could certainly go up. I think Lucas's idea is that our beam hungers for more. Exterminate, says Dark Bane. Really living up to his name is Dark Bane. He just wants everyone dead, and with none of the other crew going in... Oh, Benz is finally chiming in saying pirates should be purged. Alright, they're not trying to get away, but they do have some pretty good weapons. However, check that medibay, and that human is going to die pretty quickly. So there we go, want our weapons active as well, and I don't think we're going to need that where we're going, but we should have it ready just in case. Oh, they decide to attack us as well. Well, let's kill them fast. How fast can we kill this guy? That's probably a bad idea. They're going to get their volley on us, and I want to be able to dodge at least one of those. Besides, it's an NG guy. He's not going to do us any harm now, is he? Enjoy this shot, Jack. Actually, Jack might be able to evade it. Might. In some world, he might. Well, they just got terminated. How very unfortunate for them. No real need for our weapons where we're going here now, but there is a need to restore our crew. Oh wait, no, one of them's still alive. That's not good. My friends, I think it's time for revenge. Get back in there, Jack and Benz. I know you're better than that. Oh, got his kill straight away. Destroyed. We download the surrounding beacons, even though that's useless to us, and you know what? We're actually looking pretty good. We'll survive just by jumping to the exit, of course. Getting map stuff at the end is such a pain. It doesn't do anything for you. Still though, I feel like we could really do with upgrading our ship. But we're fine. You know, some dodge is really what I want. But a store would help too. Nothing for it here. We go to the next sector. We have no options, just Mantis controlled. Fuel's holding up nicely. Plenty of other things as well. Sadly though, no store. Let's try and find one. Then again, at this point, the enemies are going to be pretty buff. We are probably going to regret it if we don't invest in our poor wee ship. But I'm going to regret it if there's a drone control thing and we can't get it due to having overspent. Could always sell the fire, but nobody wants to sell the fire. Actually, the fire is sadly surplus to requirements now. Oh wait, did that? Oh, that put it through. Oh well. 5% more evasion are us. So we find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. It's in pristine condition, and we could either download its data stores and scrap it, or just scrap it. They are heavily armed and heavily armored, so it's tricky both ways. Beam the data stores, says Lukas. Wait, what? Oh, beam the... yeah, I see what you mean now. Whereas Polar Duck wants to scrap it. Could it be that we have a bit of mutiny on our hands here? The rest of the team, Benz, Jack Arse, and Darkbane not coming through. Okay, Benz wants to scrap it, since there are no life forms to kill. We could get more out of beaming it to death. But it does also look like a tricky one to deal with. At this rate, the crew is going to overturn the St. Lucas captain decision. Bane says never scrap, and Jack Arse says beam it. So we're gonna do this. Well, how about that? Didn't even have to beam it. And now we know everything about the sector. For once this is useful, because we can see this at the very start. Now, if we're a bit lucky, we can get all the distress. But we might not make it for that one. We can try to, depends how the rebel guys come after us. We might not have time to do that. I doubt we will actually. Okay, this is actually kind of complex. We could go 1, 2, 3 and make our way down there. Yeah, I think we can make it. We can try at the very least. Yeah, we found our store as well, which is nice. So we arrive at a distress beacon near the asteroid belt with a ship. The ship's been mining away here. Now, whenever there's a blue option, unless there's a really good reason not to, we always go for it. So let's carefully cut that ship out. And they thank us with some of their illegally mined resources. Quite a lot of it, I might add. There's an asteroid field coming up here. We will really want to be more prepared for it. Extra shields would be nice. Extra dodge would be nice. A lot of things would be nice here. I mean, yeah, Extra dodge is always really nice. Let's go. So what are we dealing with here? Oh, it's an automated scout and it has tons of shielding and it has a hefty way through our shields, so this is not good. We also can't simply beam in willy-nilly. I mean, we could. These two guys could actually do a number on their... well, they have hacking as well. If they take down our shields, we're toast. What are they going for? Okay, it's just our cloning bay. But thank God we didn't teleport in, because if we did, we'd be very dead right now. Right, we need those weapons offline as things get. Oop. Wow. Okay, you there. Man those shields. I do not like the way that they are very close to... Oh, that's not good either. Oh, I hit the asteroid. We're very close to feeling some pain from that halberd beam. There we go. And with this, our shields will regenerate a lot faster. And next up, I really don't like them dodging anything. They're damn good at what they do. But so are we. Thank you, artillery beam, always there for us. So we scrap what we can. Everybody back to positions, please. Kind of wishing we had extra crew right now, but we'll make do with what we have. And good, we can just make it around for the other distress beacon. So we overhear Mantis comm chatter. Agreed, next ship is your turn. Good hunting. But they don't see us yet. That's a dual, level 2 burst, so they get 3 shots on us with that. They got an ion there and another ion there, so our shields are toast. Nonetheless, the crew insists that we exterminate them. Sounds like good beaming. Okay, they're also going to board us, which is not so handy. Let's man those doors at the very least. We were a little too slow on it, so let's kill them off before they kill off our oxygen. Let's get beaming as best we can, and we should try to kill everybody on board, actually. But I don't want to get shot to shreds by them, which is what is most likely to happen right about now, Funk Sol brother. So let's give them the whole 9 yards. Damn, that was no good. That's also not much good. Can't see. Oh well, we'll have to make do with not being able to see right now. Also, there's a fire over there. Damn, they have some good dodging. And we can't breathe in here for some reason. Oh yeah, because the doors and all that. Alright. Wow, they've got some crazy dodge there, and we do not. Okay, Beam is going to have to save the day here. I don't think we're going to be killing their crew. Wow. Okay, Artillery Beam. I don't want you dying on us. It looks like our crew is keen on dying on us as well. Okay. We don't mind you dying too much. And their weapons are finally down. We might be able to make use of this, but I think I'd rather just kill their entire ship. Which is exactly the way we're going with this. It's okay, Jack. You can learn from your mistakes by dying. And they go away just in time to all die. Whew. Dangerous. Very dangerous. But we survived. And I think it's a sign to get some better doors, because we've been caught out by that enough times now. Jack, you get the honor of fixing the beam. Otherwise, we're good. Yeah, Dark Lord Bane, we are listening to you by upgrading those doors. There we go, everything's fixed, back to positions. And we carry on to the next distressed bacon. So what do we have? You locate a nearby mining colony. An unknown disease has spread virulently. They're setting up quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Do we send down our crew to control those crowds, safe in the knowledge that we have a cloning bay? Or do we ignore their request and move on? Riot control time, says the captain. Yeah, it's only the... Okay, Polar Duck wants to leave them be, despite having some safety net in the way of their cloning bay. But Dark Lord Bane, he wants to send in the clones. Oh dear. One of your crew presents signs of infection. We have no crew but to leave them behind. Your crewman is still alive and working towards a crew. It would be against Federation regulation to create a clone to continue on with your journey. We have now forever lost Benz. Benz is gone. Oh well, our boarding party is a bit sad these days. I also didn't know about that. Thought it would just kill them. Most unfortunate. Maybe we can go to the store and buy a replacement Benz. So what's the store got for us? Oh, it's a replacement Benz. But what else do they have? Breach 2? Drone control with a defense drone? Yes. Cloaking is there, and cloaking is great, but defense drone too good. Means we don't have to sell fire drone. Although we should probably sell... Well, the idea of setting fire to the enemy really appeals to me in a disgusting kind of way. Chain burst would also synergize very well with what we have right now. We'd just be an endless laser and beam machine. And we could knock down shields really fast and then set fire to the enemy. Fire would tie up the crew whilst you invade and beam them. Okay, I think Lukas really wants us to be going down the fire route, and I can completely agree. This chain laser would be great for later on, but let's save our money. And we'll be focusing on having a fiery death for our enemies then. Which means we need to fix up. We just have to. We're going to need some fuel where we're going. And I probably want to upgrade the drone control so that we can get fire going as well. Makes sense to me. Yes. It's going to be expensive on the power for sure, but this is okay. So although we have a teleporter, our days of jumping into the enemy's ships are numbered, at least until we get something better going. But we can handle this. Somehow we can handle it. Next to a sun, I'm not interested in that. Let's take the low route and get to the exit beacon that way. I wonder if Benz has anything to say, having been dead now. A rare sight, the Mantis ship appears not to have noticed us. You know what Mantis are not good at dealing with? Begins with F and rhymes with dire. Also, we're about to be very glad that we just bought a defense drone. Do we attack the ship or do we remain concealed? Benz is a prime example of bug honor, as he caught bugs. Dark Lord Bane is coming in saying, exterminate. Polar Duck wants to burn them to the ground. Looks like we're attacking this ship. Now, I think you're going to want to man those doors on the double, because it'll take them a while to... Oh my, they're working on that already. We're going to need that defense. Well, check that medibay. No, they have a medibay. They're going to keep coming in and hurting us, aren't they? I'm thinking about playing a war of attrition here, but the artillery beam can take them out. I'm thinking that we don't need weapons here, as long as we just last. But what I'll do instead is take down our shields, since we don't need that, and defend ourselves. I want to dodge just in case it gets past our defense drone, which they are known to do at times. That's not where I want those manti at. Manti are very good at taking down doors. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Don't want them healing, don't want them teleporting, just want to kill them. But most of all, I don't want them... You know what, I can save this up and destroy them when they go to heal. Which they're likely about to do. Damn. Alright, everybody back to positions. And they're coming straight back at us. You know, how about you just hang around there with the doors? It's a difficult one because I'm not entirely sure what I'm wanting here. It would be a lot easier if they just ran out of rockets to shoot at us. Oh, well, that's going to get you killed at least. It's very lucky for us that they decided to split up. There we go. Not enough to kill them, though. However, I don't think we need to keep beaming them like that. They're going to try to heal up everything they got, but I think I want to set them on fire once they try to hit us again. Good. And it missed. That's a laugh. Okay, so... yeah, given the way this thing's going, I could probably just kill all the crew as they slowly come to us. We can take our time. They actually just can't hurt us, as long as we keep shooting down their rockets. Always risky, because it can come at a jaunty angle. Right, they don't seem keen on trying to board us anymore, but I'm pretty keen on setting them on fire. For that, though, we'd need to see them. I mean, what's the fun on simply setting them on fire if we can't watch them die? They're still not out of rockets, though. Once they're out of rockets, I can deploy the fire. And that'll make me happy. I just want to watch them burn. Although they have a lot of rockets to spare. Yeah, I know, we can and we will. Just wait until they're out of miss. That's what I mean. If that had targeted the shields, would have hit before we took it down. Maybe Manti are just absolutely full of rockets. You're getting good there, Lukas. Getting damn good. Dodge one more of these and we are in happy days. That extra evasion chance really stacks up. There we go. Lukas has mastered the art of dodging. Another question is, how many of these am I willing to wait through? Okay, that's their last. And they didn't hit. Alright, so fire drone. Show us what you can do. An excellent choice, fire drone. This is so much fun. fire in the oxygen bay. That doesn't sound so good for you now, does it? Okay. I know you're a bit slow on the old fixing there. I wouldn't want you all to burn to death. Okay, they're in a bad spot. We could probably just beam in and kill them all. They actually can't hurt us whatsoever. They can, however, still heal, which is a bit of a problem. But not if we take down their medibay, they can't. Don't know how good their medibay is. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Oh, it's pretty good. Not good enough, it seems. I hope their O2 isn't on fire. Alright, everybody get healing up. And there we go, stripped of everything useful. That felt pretty good. Now I got a question for you there, slug boy. How much do you like that mantis ship? I guarantee it, you can have it till the end of your life. Good job, Darkbane. Lived up to expectations. Now maybe that wasn't worth a couple of drone parts, but damn did it feel good. Everybody get back into positions. Let's get those shields rocking. Let's carry on with our mission. I hope Bane's happy for that. Man, there's manti everywhere here. Who would have thought? A mantis vessel flashes past your view screen. Weapons and engines at full. A tiny blip on the sensor readout marks its quarry. Do we aid a civilian ship or simply stay out of it? Like I said, we are going to be very, very glad we bought that defense drone. It pains me to aid civilians, but a chance to beam can't be missed. Bane simply says exterminate. Alright, well, check that. Okay, they got nothing on us as long as we defend ourselves. And then it's up to us how we want to kill them, really. I'm thinking... Now, what am I thinking? If we get both of you over here, then we could shoot down their oxygen bay and hold out there, or maybe even their medi bay. What did I just shoot? I think I shot their ion blast. Oh, that's the worst case scenario. It took out our defense drone. We're about to eat some rockets unless we dodge. Get dodging, lads. How did it manage that? How in the world did it... Okay. Well, I've seen stranger things in my life. Okay, they have a pathetic medibay. Come on, trial by fire, my friends. Oh, the defense drone actually died. That's a shame. That's actually a huge shame if they blow up our medibay, our cloning bay right now. But no, we just dodge all incomers because we're the freaking best. I will not be hit by that. now. Okay, they're all scared of the fire, so let's go and pick them off one by one. Nice shot. So, they're all dead. What does the civilian ship have to say? Well, I think we can patch you up. Well, thank you. You just saved us 15 scrap worth of repairs. Excellent job, everybody. Back to positions. We desperately need some more crew, though. Perfection. Nothing here but space debris, uninhabited planetoids. We can only make one more jump before getting to the exit, so it's going to be you. Make a beeline. Jake, it appears Jack Arse is gone. May have to rebrand soon, man. Can't get behind these people who say they can join in for a while and then they just disappear. So it's too late to avoid a fight with this guy, and he has a quad shot as well as a halberd. That's bad news for us. That is particularly bad. Also, they have boarding. There's a lot of bad things about this. But I want to be able to dodge some of that stuff that's coming in. Most unfortunate. Alright, we gotta take down those weapons. They are a big threat to us. Okay, well, obviously not enough of a threat. That was extremely fortunate that we dodged both of those, since otherwise that would have been, how you say, very bad. Oh man, they're good at dodging at least. Don't get yourself killed there now. Okay, right, really this is getting daft. We need some super beam to help us out in our time of need. Whoa, cha. Is that all we apparently need? There we go. At least like this, you're dead. Alright, they seem a bit scared of what's going on there. I think we did some nasty damage to them. Let's have a quick look at what. Alright, fire in there. Seems a good opportunity to actually go on in and kill them ourselves. If we are that way inclined. Also, let's not have you killed and instead actually kill them. Alright, pretty good, but could be better. We should probably kill everybody on board. Okay, well, not if we keep beaming it to death. Alright, that seems fine. Let's go and help out with the whole kill our enemies thing. Go our bomb. And both of you need to go and carry your weight as well. Right, sadly, they're killing us. Fortunately, we're more than ready for it. And Slug Boy tells us about nearby rooms. Alright, we strip it hard, we get plenty of everything for our troubles. This is good news. Everybody goes back to where they're meant to be, except for Jack Arse, who, as punishment for not being around here, gets airlocked for the last time. Do we have any replacements for Jack Arse, since we can't see him around whatsoever? I'm really glad Columbia didn't go out of order there. Darkbane can repair on the following jumps. Jack Arse is going where he belongs. Okay, who can make it in? Dennis, we're going to give you another shot here. Dennis Wolf. There we go. Man those shields and man them well, even though you're pretty useless at everything you do. Our boarding party has really gone down the drain. Dennis has betrayed us many times in the past. That's pretty good for 5 repair. We only need 4, but it's still worth it. Cheaper than getting it at a store. So, Captain Lukas, where do we go? The Mantis or the NG? One of them's got to die. We really don't have the shields for going forward. We need a lot more scrap and a lot more crew. The only thing we're not really hurting for too much is firepower. Being useless and everything's a major skill. NGs think they're immune to fire. Let's teach them wrong, says Captain Lukas. Alright, onwards we go. Alright, so here we are. Robotic life forms. They're usually willing to help or willing to fry. Got a store straight away. And much as it pains me, we might need to get rid of that fire drone. But we will need fuel at the very least. Alright, what you got for us? Useless, meh. Also meh. Ugh. This is all pretty nasty. I don't want any of this stuff. Although double fire would be hilarious. We can't really be going for that. Double defense would be very useful. Especially for the final fight. Very, very tempting. Bruce would be good on those shields there. Cloaking is meh. We can't get cloaking. We're at our system limit. I don't want to part with a fire, but, well, at the very least we need some fuel where we're going. Long-range scanners are really good for many events. Why not the boarding drone? He's expensive, and he doesn't do terribly much. Getting somebody that's really good at recharging shields seems kind of useful. Since we are majorly short on crew, but we're majorly short on shields as well. So I think we're going with skeleton crew here, and we'll get the next shield upgrade when we can. Regrettable, but let's carry on. Double fire is better than double defense. Purge the heretic rebels. Alright, unfortunately this is not a battle of attrition that we can win. We're going to have to take them down and take them down real fast. And we gotta defend too. Alright, let's hope for the best here, but plan for the worst. Okay, that's also very not good. Now that loses us a lot of our evasion, but at the very least... Okay, they're too scared to keep fighting us. Right. Wow, we hit once out of all that. And our shields are taking a hit here. This is bad. This is really quite bad, actually. Thank God for that. Alright, this is majorly bad. And we don't have enough to get our shields going either. Harumph. We're gonna have to believe in the beam. Oh wow, this is awful. Couldn't even get the beam in. That's really bad. And now the enemies have the jump on us. Worst of all, though, nothing for our troubles. Starting to wonder why they're the ones running away. Yeah, they could have just destroyed us there. Okay, it was unfortunate that we didn't land any hits, but it seems that our lack of strength is starting to show. Okay, so we've got some refugees trying to flee the rebel advance. Do we hail them or simply ignore them? What's it going to be? Really starting to worry for this ship. We just don't have the resources to build it up for what we need towards the end here. I'm on board with shields then. Beam also. Yeah, beam and shields are what we want right now. Let's hail them. What do they have to say? Oh no! It's as you hail the refugee ship, a slug ship jumps into the system. It was hunting them for sport, and now they found us, and good lord, they're going to fire a volley of 6 shots at us. We can only block 2. We're gonna have to dodge hard, shoot hard, just be hard. There, we're gonna have to survive 2 or 3 of these volleys. You know, unless we get really lucky there. Whew. What are you doing there? You need to be fixing well, now you need to be fixing stuff. It's not good. At least we were able to desync it. Excellent job there, Lukas. You took that one like a champ. Also, we seem to have set fire to our enemy. Could we get some visuals on that, please? Check that weapon room. Check that doomed little guy. Alright, change of plan. They have no oxygen anymore. Try as you may, you cannot put out this fire. Oh shoot, no, not time for that yet. Alright, they have something else that I don't like to see. The ability to heal. Can at the very least kill them when they're trying to heal their other friends. Oh snap. Didn't mean to do that. Could have killed them all, but instead... Oh well, that's a pretty good haul from destroying them. What does the refugee ship say? They say... They claim the slugs have been hounding them since they left their homeworld as a gesture of goodwill. They give us loads of stuff. What, as a gesture of knowing that we kill our own crew? Oh well, it's a shame we didn't get the full shebang there, but I'll take what we got. Darkbane's getting worse with the weapons, but otherwise he's fine. We've got an exit opportunity there. And a long way around there. I'm not a big fan of the long way around. We can work our way up and round. Hello, your communicator opens a hail from nearby ship. Our weapon systems are malfunctioning. They're too afraid. Can we escort the NG Scout? Are we willing to help them out for 3 fuel? Oh no, they give us 3 fuel. Or do we simply decline? I'm all for getting some fuel, whether we help them or not. Captain instantly jams on, saying that we are going to accept their fair offer. Polar Duck also saying we've got to help them. Very well. They don't want to take any risks. Unfortunately for us, that's where the quest takes us. Also, there's a store. 1, 2, 3, and we can get out of here. I want to check that store. Heavy ion, regular ion, charge, crappy crew. Not sold on this at all. I mean, Ion Blast can be pretty handy for knocking down one shield, but we need bigger, badder weapons right now. And we don't need that crappy crew. We need not so crappy shields, and an even better artillery beam. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh. Damn, that scrap recovery arm pays for itself immediately. But we can't afford it unless we sell stuff that we can't afford to part with. Regrettable, but we gotta keep going. Now, shields are running. From what, I don't know. And this is one short area for us, unfortunately. Nothing for it. Oh, well, I'm not going to say no to that. Burst Laser Mark 1. This is good if we get another couple of ticks for our weapons. It's not the best weapon setup, but it goes well with the beam that we've got. And it synergizes well because they power up at more or less the same speed. We're going to have to take it. And we only have the choice of the civilian sector now. This is far from a strong ship, but it's not the weakest we've ever seen. Let's keep on going. It would be a much stronger ship if we had some crew. But I think Benz is still struggling with the flu there. Alright, what are we doing here? There's a lot to check out, so let's check it out. Okay, so we come across a rebel automated scout pursuing a civilian ship. Good chance to double down on our reward if we choose to aid them, or do we simply stay out of it all? What's it gonna be? Now it is possible to go through the game just dodging everything, but when you get to the rebel flagship there's just no way to take it down. I wonder how you could optimize a run like that. Aid them, we need the rewards, says Dennis Wolf. Can't disagree with that. However, look at what they're throwing at us. Oh, actually, they won't be able to penetrate us so long as we take care of that, and our... as long as we have defense drone helping us out, we'll be good. Great opportunity to learn to dodge for Polar Duck. Oh damn, that's a heavy... That is a heavy ion. We're going to be hurting here. We need that weapon set taken down on the double. It's very unlikely that we're actually going to hit them though. Alright, we need to dodge better than we're dodging right now, to the point where we don't really need... There's a lot of things we don't need, but we have really got to dodge. Damn, damn, and damn, these guys are pretty good with what they've got. Whew, thank God. The relentless attack of their... Oh my! Oh my, okay, this is pretty bad. Pretty damn bad, that ion being... What they have there is the Ion Mark II, which is really good at taking everything down, really. Alright, we can... Ah, no, the oxygen's down as well. Well, as long as this helps us out. Alright, we can survive with this. But I need you to fix that up, and I need you to fix that up. As long as our oxygen is working again, we'll be good. Oxygen working? Great. Then simply get back there, you get back there, and we'll have good old Mr. Airlock deal with the fires. Oh, and we need some faster beam work going on here. Slice and dice achievement get? Oh. News to me. But I'm satisfied with this situation. Phew. Alright, they won't be dodging the next volley from wherever it comes. I'm glad they don't have weapons. I should pay more attention to that. If you just line it up right, you can destroy those things. Beautiful. Down it goes. Civilian ships. The ship you saved was badly damaged, and most of the crew accepts your offer to be dropped off at a nearby station. One guy offers to join. Vivamord, welcome. There's no point declining, because then you just simply don't get them. So my question is, who amongst us is willing to join our crew? Vivamord seems pretty good for punching people in the face. Alright, welcome aboard, and we're going to go for Krukers. Welcome aboard, Crookers. What's your first job? Well, it's fixing things that are broken, please. And then I'm probably going to have you operate the doors, since that tends to be a soft point of our ship. Alright, everything's looking fine. Better than fine, hell, it's not half bad. Okay, distressed bacon to help out, and then we can look along the top. No, I think that's a little... We can check you out and then the distressed bacon. Also, we're almost out of fuel again. So, are we going to attack this ship, which we could do, or are we going to beam directly onto the station? If we destroy it, then we get the harvest of that and the station. Of course, it does mean we have to deal with it, and who knows what it has up its store. Polar Duck wants to beam in. They don't want to take any risks. What does the rest of the crew have to say? Dark Lord Bane is welcoming the clone army. Beam in. It's difficult because the word beam in blue is tempting, but I prefer direct beam. Okay, it looks like we are doing exactly that. However, Crooker has just joined us and is already being mind controlled, which is far from good for us. We're gonna learn how to dodge pretty well here. At least we don't need any defense droning. So I'm not a fan of how they do that to us, but I'm also not a fan of how these guys tend to dodge everything, so I want to take down their piloting first. Okay, not a fan of how you're about to destroy my doors either. I think we're going to be relying on the direct beaming here. Okay, thank goodness. That halberd is about to smash us, and if we ever have less than 2 shields, that's exactly where it hurts us. Jeez, these lasers are doing nothing for us. That's gonna hurt. That'll take down our shields a notch. We can't afford that. Meanwhile, we can seem to afford not... Okay, that's better. We can afford to have our people shoot each other. But we have no dodging whatsoever here, which is bad. Well, I probably don't need to tell you that. There we go. Who needs dodging when they can't shoot us? All thanks to artillery beam, really. Nice. So down it goes, so we get 24 scrap, and we get the surrounding area. This is interesting news for us. We've got the stores way at the back there. So we can do a bit of back exploring before heading up the exit. The exit's really close to where we started from, sadly. So how do we do this? Ship, distress, bip, there. Do some stuff here, store, exit. Looks good to me. Sure hope some of these guys have fuel. Lukas is pointing on that right now. Watch the fuel. So we recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader, and they hail us, offering us laborers for cheap. They can put a hail of 5 on us, but not at the same time, at a glance. I bet they also have rockets, but we can deal with those. Are we going to purchase a slave, attack the scum, or just continue on our way? Crooker wants to attack. Polar Duck wants to buy a Rockman. Bane simply wants to exterminate. Now, if we take it over, we might just get some fuel out of them. Who are we to say? We'll beam the slaves and the slavers. Guess we're beaming them right now. So they have a combat drone us, which is very unfortunate. So what are we gonna do? We're actually low on power for what I want to do right now. Well, we'll have to take care of their overshield first. Okay, well that's taken care of. Now they do have a medibay and they have a very large crew, so taking them out will be tricky. Actually, given what I have, very tricky. We'll just have to beam them down. Okay, and that's something we also have to deal with. I need defense. What? Okay, that's bad. Well, get dodging, folks. That's not dodging, that is taking 3 damage. Wow, what is it with the drone combat here? Okay, this is getting a bit silly. Oh, come on. Man just wants to take him down. Alright, our weapons are finally hurting a bit. So is their everything, courtesy of that beam that we just threw their way. And we could always beam in and try to kill everybody if we take care of their... Oh man, nothing's going to help out at this rate. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. Are we willing to accept this Justin to our cause? Or are we going to try and kill them all? Fire in the oxygen room. Aye, but they have rockmen so they can deal with fire. Captain simply says that's not fuel. I understand. Alright, we did quite a bit of damage to them. Their weapons are still operational, which is a shame, but I think it's time to go and attack. Don't need defense drone if they are working like that. Let's beam on in. Oh boy, good thing we're good at dodging here. Oh right, we can't have you helping us out here. As the phrase goes, please stop helping. Pretty good at all this dodging though, I must say. Alright, don't want them getting more rockets in our face though, so you're gonna die too. Oh shoot. Let's not lose our crew here. Jake, turn on your clone bay. I'm glad I didn't miss that. Could have. Very easily could have. Alright, it appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. You find their burnt bodies in the hold. But before you strip the ship, you hear faint noises in the walls. It seems that Adnan wants to join us. They're good at fighting and shields. And they take a cheap shot at us just to get on our nerves. That's okay, that was pretty worth our time at least. Come back. As for you, Polar Duck, very impressed. Your reward, out you go. Okay, Nukes says reporting for airlock duty. Absolutely. Welcome, Nukes. What a... so many crap names here. Really? What is it with you people? Alright, let's get those engines working on the double, and everybody returns to where they're meant to be. We're going to need to hit up one of those stores though. Our whole ship's looking a bit ravaged. Now you might be really good at shields, and I appreciate that, but I bet you're also really good at killing people. I bet Kruker is as well. Oh, he is actually. Don't actually want to kill him right now since he's that good. So on you go, you can hang out there. Alright, not bad. Except we're out of fuel, and we're about to jump into an asteroid field. And then a distress beacon, so we have to really hope that we get some fuel now. Gonna need some power where we're going, and I'd love to have the artillery beam be even better. So we will. So, a pirate ship was lying in wait in the asteroid field, and it's moving into attack. It has flak, it has Vulcan, it has teleporting bomb, it has... teleporter. Right, that's going to be a problem for us, so let's make it a problem for them as well. We may actually want a defense drone, but we can't afford it, so Well, we could afford it if we tried. I just don't want to get shot to death here. Alright, so they try the obvious attack. We're ready for them though. We might just kill everybody on board actually. They do have a cloning bay, but... what if we do just go and kill them? Not a big fan of what they're able to do to us, which is quite a lot. Also, our cloning bay is not active as usual. This is actually going to be very tricky to take them down. We're going to be relying on our super everything. And it's not worth killing them because they didn't just clone back. Unless we magically destroy their clone bay. Yeah, they don't fear death. Still tempting to go and kill everybody on board, but that does still mean taking down their cloning bay. I need to get a good shot on them then. Crooker, it's worth you dying actually, since you're almost dead anyway. So, forget breathing, enjoy some cloning. And we can at least try our hand at taking down their clone bay. Oh, wow, nice try. Very nice try they had there. Alright, well, they can't beam on us anymore at the very least, but they can certainly do nasty things to our engine bay there. Damn. Alright, they're trying to get away. We'll see about that. We desperately need whatever fuel they might have. However, a lot of things we can't do right now. Alright, they've got to die. Oof. Can't really lose that oxygen bay of ours. Oh, crap. I guess we are losing it. That's good. And our hull's not looking too hot either. Yeah, well, they're not going anywhere, so I guess we'll just finish them. Wait, what was that? Well, I don't know, but they look pretty dead, whatever it was. I was just hitting the buttons for my weapons, and I did whatever they said there. Okay, they're still on board and we're losing that oxygen. However, as long as we have a functional crew and we can repair those shields, we're looking okay. Starting to wish we hadn't sold off our repair droid now. Just starting though. Phew. Alright. Still have a problem though, and that is that the oxygen isn't repaired. Jake, enable event decision delay in the options. Event choice selection. Brief delay. Oh, disable hotkeys even better, because I never press for those. Alright, all done. Back to positions, everybody. Ooh, that was very, very dangerous. Well, we can't worry too much about it. Not from what we can do is kill everybody. See, it's so much fun when everybody just dies together. You used to be so good at what you did, now you've lost it all. Well, there's one thing, our crew is getting pretty bad at what they do thanks to all this. Polar Duck and Lukas used to be so good at dodging, now they're just kind of good. We really need to hit up that shop though, our hull's just barely holding on here. But the ship is holding together, we can carry on. Into the distress bacon. So what do they have? Hopefully they don't want fuel. They want fuel. Well, too bad for them. We get 2 lucky jumps here. And one of them's into another asteroid field. Come on, lucky dip. So, hello travelers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? Are we going to listen to these bozos or just decline? We have only 1 jump left. It's okay, at least I got airlocked after that unfortunate death by fire. And enemy fire. No, XXX. You're holding together just fine. We need it right now, says Polar Duck. Kruker also wants to listen. Hell, everybody wants to listen in. So, looks like... Oh, we'd like you to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship. So, we're going to fight off some pirates. How does that sound? Pay you as long as you don't kill them all. We'll see how well that works. Well, we don't have much choice. We're pretty much out of fuel and we desperately need anything we can get now. So, I guess we're going for that. Yeah, Kruker says we accept. And the whole team does. No, just be sure not to blow them up, they say nervously. Your money or your life. Okay, well, they're pretty well equipped. They're going to get 3 shots at us with their heavy beams. Or their heavy lasers, rather, and their flak, so we need to be able to dodge and dodge well. There's no point really boarding where we're going. I'm starting to wish I had stronger weapons so we could get the burst laser going as well. Okay, thankfully we're learning everything about evasion again. However, they get a lot of shots in really quick here. Look at that. Look at that. I'm kind of wishing that faster shield guy was on our case here. That's bad. Thankfully, they take a break from that. Unfortunately, they get all shots readied up when they come out of this. To the point where I actually don't want to get hit by that flak. Fortunately, the flak is slower than the far superior. Phew, okay, managed to avoid any damage from that, and now we can start dealing our own damage. Okay, that was minimal, sadly, and that was maximal. That's much better. Shred our shields all you want, that's all you'll do. Okay, flak is going to come online as well. Great beam really is saving us, and there's no joke there. Hull's not looking too great, team. I hope that hit. It must have hit. No, you can't escape beam with a little bit of cloaking. At least this is really leveling up our crew something rotten. Oh, they're trying to put out the fire here. I'd love to just beam in and kill them all, but we promised we wouldn't. You can't reach the flagship like this. Yeah, the flagship would tear us to pieces like this. We can get another 2 shots if the burst laser is active, but doesn't seem great. Yikes. They hail your ship saying, "You win, we're not cut out for this." Do we forget our promises and let them die, or do we live up and return to the settlement? Might get some real nice fuel for our troubles if we do that. No hull is the ultimate airlock. Okay, Captain insists that we let them surrender. Well, we get a stun bomb and 40 scrap for our troubles. Stun bomb, not so good at all. Stuns for 15 seconds, fine, but yeah, not very good. We're going to want to sell that piece of rubbish. Are we man enough to wait inside an asteroid field? Are we man enough to wait inside an asteroid field? Captain, do we take the unvisited location, or do we risk it in the asteroid field? It's up to you, Captain Lukas. The fate of your crew is on your shoulders, although we will probably, for one, get that cursed cloning bay up and running. We'll probably upgrade our ship a bit. Can't get our extra weapons, sadly. Although we could replace Heavy Laser 1 with Burst Laser 2. We'll get extra, well, we'll get extra something, we know that much. Asteroids will work to your benefit. Someday. People seem really interested in trying these asteroids. Asteroid fuel is better. Yeah, we might get some fuel if we do. Still dangerous situation. I think we want even better artillery beam where we're going. Yeah. Okay, now we don't have any scrap to heal up our ship, but that's okay. No sign of Captain Lukas. He seems to have slithered away. So we're just going to chill inside the asteroid field. You arrive in an asteroid belt and there's a rebel automated scout here. And they're charging and they have cloaking. In short, this is extremely bad news. Worst case scenario right here. Well, let's power up as best we can, as fast as we can. And probably defend ourselves from anything we can. Okay, that's pretty awful. Okay, what do we do? I've got to have you not jump away. Okay, we didn't hit a single time, which is bad. Like, really bad. And they're still charging, and we are in such big problem right now. Yes, we are in big problem. Great English Jake. Can't even lay a finger on this thing. Okay, unless we get lucky and nail their dodging, and they only have one dodge. Okay, it's delayed. They only had level 1 piloting. We might just make it through this. For one, they can't dodge what we're about to do. And what we're about to do is take care of that shielding, so we can get another shot in. Now we really can't have them do much to us, so we've got to take them down. All the going is good. Whew. Undeserved. We made it. Unfortunately, no fuel from that. That's a really bad situation to be in. We're stranded in an asteroid field, no fuel, rebel fleet on our bottoms. So on goes the distress bacon. Just strap your 39 missiles to the back of the ship, propel yourself forward. Alright, let's wait it out. What do we get? While waiting, you manage to navigate out of the asteroid field using only your impulse engines, okay. A ship responding to your distress moves in. Unfortunately, it turns out to be an automated rebel scout that immediately reverses thrust. And it also has quite a lot of combat drone coming our way. That's not good. That's really not good. But it can't get through our shields. So, lucky us. The defense drone is of absolutely no use here. Could send in our people to die shooting down their ability to dodge. If they beam away, then that's bad news for us, but we've got to take every risk that we can here. Destroy it now. Alright. So far so good, guys. Okay, unfortunately it still seems like it's operational, but it should have far less dodging now. I'm gonna wait for our laser to cut through it, because then they won't be able to dodge what we're going to unleash on them. There we go, now they can't dodge. So what do we not like them having? Well, for starters, shields. What did they just knock out? Okay, our ability to dodge. We can handle that. We can handle it a bit better if our crew comes back to us alive. Would have been horrible if they'd knocked out our cloning bay, but we couldn't risk it. These guys had to go down. They're evil. Victory for Tanner. So we siphon out 3 bits of fuel and we're still ahead of the game. Whew, that could have gone bad, but it didn't. And we can make enough jumps to get ourselves to the store. However, we will have to fight the rebel fleet. Since we have to fight them anyway, I propose that we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, we gotta fight them anyway. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Even though the ship's on its last legs. So we come across a large trade station, but as soon as we approach, a warning goes out. Do not associate with a Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. You know, I thought the slug man could work on this, but I guess it's only mind hacking that does. Do we search to see if anyone will sell to us, or do we simply leave? What's it gonna be? We're gonna search, says Dennis Wolf, the traitorous scum that he is. Padishah asks if we have a plan for dealing with a flagship. Who needs plans? All we need is the Rance beam. Okay, so we're gonna search, and hey, we're not all friends of the rebel fleet. Take this not fuel. Well, thanks a bunch. I'll make another jump. This cutting it so fine. Okay, we cannot trade our last fuel for useless rockets, so ignoring you. And we make our way to the store. We're gonna need some better engines where we're going here. So merchant shows us our way. Oh, that's so expensive. That's so expensive. But, well, you know, unfortunately, as much as I love that fire drone, it's not really helping us. We're gonna need to sell it. So, farewell. It was nice knowing you. And I don't like stun bombs, so away you go as well. What do they have that we can buy, though? Battery doesn't speak to me. These don't either. Extra defense, extra attack. And a combat drone could really help us. And as long as we take down the enemy shields, it really pips away at them. Breach, Jake. Buy breach. Triple system damage. You know, we could actually warp that in on the enemy healing bay. They wouldn't be able to heal, it would run out of oxygen. Takes 17 seconds to charge up though, and I don't think we want that when we want all the lasers that we can. Oh well, let's get the fuel that we need first, and then fix ourselves up despite the horrific costs. I see what you're saying, but... Well, you know what, that can work on shields a lot better than what we have. I guess it could take the place of Burst Laser 1. A lot of damage to crew as well. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. And we'll get rid of burst laser 1 since, well, heavy laser is a lot cheaper to run with. But now we also need to up our ship so that we can actually use it as well. We'll spend 1 on it. And that way we can have it running instead of heavy laser. We're gonna have a damn bad time where we're going. But first we have to deal with this enemy ship. Okay. You detect a rebel scout on an attack on a small refueling outpost. I sure hope they've got some fuel for us. Are we going to intervene to defend it, or do we simply avoid this conflict? Looks like they cannot penetrate our shields, so they must have something special up their sleeves. It's up to us to find out what. What'll it be? Exterminate, says everybody, it seems. We've nothing left to do but beam. Okay, so they also have beam, and they have a super defense drone. So we're about to be very glad that we can breach, I think. However, they cannot penetrate us whatsoever. So let's just defend ourselves. We might as well do as much dodging as possible here. And we'll breach their medibay something rotten. That sounds pretty good. We won't even need shields, so I want you to have a look at the situation there. And we don't really need weapons that much either. God, these weapons can't even get through, so what's even the point? That's a bit of a point. They have an anti-personnel drone. So what do? Do we breach their... yeah, we can breach that. And then we can fight them so that they suffocate to death. Yeah, these aren't going to get us anywhere. Oh, right, well, there's no need to do even more damage to them right now, that's for sure. Although the fire is hilarious to me. Alright, and breaching their oxygen is also hilarious to me. Okay, let's not fight in a place where they have the home advantage there. You died, but you died trying to live at least. We are so lucky that that was just something crappy like a Leto. Otherwise we'd have a very, very dead Kruker on our hands. So, crew's dead, we salvage what we can, and they are very happy for us. We netted over 100 scrap there. Jeez, give me a mini heart attack. There was no point letting them suffocate. They would have launched more rockets and there's a chance they might have hit us again. Alright, that was fortunate. All things considered. Now, what do we want? Better dodging is always nice. More energy is also nice. It's difficult to know what we want because we're about to fight the entire rebel force here. We will need to get out of there as quickly as possible, so more engines and more power for more engines. And probably some piloting so we can actually dodge what they throw at us, and some extra sensors for good measure. We're going to need everything pumped into that. Let's go. Jake, get full weapon trolling. Now we need to focus on surviving here. Look, it even says must survive long enough. And holy crud, 2 rockets, a super flak, and a charge shot, and boarding. Well, we know our weapons will be no good here. Let's get our defense drone going. We might need to repair ourselves and beam them down as much as we can. Breach bomb might help us though. And they're taking out our doors, unfortunately. So let's starve them of everything we can. That hurts. Can't get away if they're doing that, so let's not have them shoot us, please. Oh, they're shooting us with other things. I can't afford to have people die, they might hit the cloning bay. So we're just gonna have to hold out as best we bloody can. Alright, thankfully we're doing some God's work here. Oh god, there goes our shields. And there goes our eyes. Okay, well, please stop killing us. Alright, it's looking good for the whole get out of here situation. Alright, we're gone. We are so gone. Onwards to the last stand. And we have now unlocked Federation Cruiser Type C, the final ship we had to unlock. Admiral Tully's going to fix us up, although not enough. Thankfully there's a repair station here, here, and here. We're going to get everything we can and then fight the rebel flagship. So these jumps are all on the house. We'll take it for the hull, and we'll take it for all the scrap. Oh right, that's not good. We need better oxygen anyway, so we're powering that up. We will power it up that way as well. And then we'll open our doors, which will actually get the oxygen looking good in that room. We know it will, and we can check that by moving you, because the slug can see adjacent rooms. Looks good, get it fixed. We are in a bad spot for the rebel flagship, I'm putting that one out there. However, we will do the best we can, for we must. Gotta remember to defense at the very start. And if we can get enough scrap to get all of our weapons going as well, that would be a boon. I can't believe I didn't buy that attack drone. Why did I not buy the attack drone? I remember going on about how useful it would be. Yeah, our fighting force is very low here. If you can kill the crew, then blah blah blah. Okay, the odds of us killing the crew are really, really low. But it's worth knowing that these weapons are no good for us. Unless we take down their shields entirely, then we are just in no good position here. We have full trust in our boarding crew. We don't even have very fast boarding. But there is a store. In our moment of need, the store shines bright. What have you got for us? Combat, defense, anti-personnel, charge. Oh man. That's no good, that's no good. That's pretty good, but not good enough. Burst Laser Mark II is awesome. Can't argue with that one. Repair. Repairs all system damage. You tempt me, but it's not enough. Combat drone would be enough though, if we bought that and upgraded what we had. But I don't know, I'm not seeing it. Jake is going to be relying on luck, and nothing brings luck like more evade. We have this about as far as it's worth putting it. Can't get better shields. I might want better clone bay, but I'll probably need faster teleportation and power to go with it. It's the best thing I see to spend on right now. And we take down their ion, we take down their rockets, and then we should be okay for at least a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to go that way and survive until then. Jake, radical idea. Sell all lasers. Go full shield, dodge, beam. We're not looking at a lot of money here. We're looking at 62 scrap. And oh man, we don't even have what it takes to get all of our weapons running at once. We'd need another one put into weapons, and we can't even afford that. So on that note, it's probably worth selling one of these things that we have. Heavy Laser Mark 1 is exactly that thing to sell. Oh no, we will get a bit of scrap when we defeat it, and we can use that to get the weapons upgraded. Oh man. Man, oh man. I think we'll save our scrap for that, because I'll want heavy when we go forward. Maybe it's worth doing a jump. The store will likely vanish by then. No, it's okay. A battle rages nearby between small fighters, apparently fighting over a space station. The Federation appears to be losing ships fast. Shall we assist? Are we going to help out with one last hurrah before the rebel flagship, or are we just going to muscle up and deal with it? Polar Duck wants to fight. Lukas wants to beam. I hear you loud and clear. Okay, check that double attack drones. Damn. Okay, they have a lot to throw at us, and we have not a lot to throw back at them. However, that's a not great looking medibay on their side. Oh, I never did upgrade this, did I? Crap, I wanted to. Oh well, just be the best we can be. Get dodging, folks. Oh, wow, some incredible dodging. And some incredible killing. Alright, they need to die fast. Because we're taking some damage here. Oh boy, are we taking damage here. Hot damn, no, those weapons gotta stop. Whew. Alright, we salvaged what we can, which is a huge amount of scrap. What do the survivors have for us? The people you rescued were primarily refugees. Gratitude does not pay the bills, my friend. Probably took too much damage there, but what can you do? Phew. At least that extra scrap might help us out. We can get our extra weapon going, or we can get some faster teleporting, which might be useful in its own way. Or we might need that more energy, it's hard to say. Energy and get the extra weapon going seems pretty nice. And we have some extra for getting the crew teleporter functional. That seems okay to me. The alternative is we have even more energy. Let's consider our energy once all is said and done here. In the meantime, you can go on a trip out into the airlock. Polar Duck, you won't be far behind. dangerous times we live in. I'm going to want to maximize our dodge here, which is 42%. It'll be up to 45 once you remember how to dodge. Don't need all the oxygen, don't need all the clone bay going, gives us some free. And if we're not going to be shooting, we'll actually have plenty free, especially when we get the defense drone going as well. We might just be able to do this, but I'm going to want to beam on faster. Alright, let's do this. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Amen to that. Let's go. First off, those ions have got to go. Secondly, we can defend against some of those rockets. Oh, you rotter. You missed. There goes our beautiful artillery beam. Thankfully, they're hacking it right now. Maybe we'd be able to breach it, but I want to be able to breach other things, like, you know, the enemy crew. I'll take it. Not so happy with that going down, but we'll do what we can. Now, what do we have to not have them hit us with anymore? We could kill you with excessive breaching, but their rockets are endless, so I need to pick my targets carefully here. I mean, if I take out their... It's difficult. Whatever I hit does 3 damage. Nothing is isolated enough to make me think that's the one to go for. Breaching the hacking would, yes, allow our beam to do a lot more damage. And that seems like one of the better ideas here. But we could also really slow down the rate at which they shoot rockets at us, because those rockets are gonna hurt. And there we go. No hacking for you now. That's going down, thankfully. That's not so thankful, though. I'm going to be very happy when ion stops being a problem. There's a lot of things I'm going to be happy when they're no longer problems at this rate. Alright, you guys, get out of there. Good job. Also, good job. That was a great bit of beaming done. We'll fix our oxygen while we're here. And I just really don't want to get hit by more rockets. But them hurting poor RT beam is also unacceptable. Speaking of hurting our RT beam. Hot damn, it's the oxygen's not going away from there fast enough. Okay, good. Close those doors, get that thing repaired on the double, please. Ah, no, we need you guys to teleport in. But RT is going to take twice as long at that rate. And we still need evasion. Alright, you can repair RT. Hull's not looking so great anymore. Alright, let's not get lasered at the very least. Shields are no big priority, not compared to RT. Good dodging, very good dodging. Alright, we've done that at least. I'll be honest, things don't look so hot for us, but things have looked worse. Just not happy with all those bombs they keep sending in. But they are also working on fixing that, which isn't good. What if? What if? Oh jeez. Poor RT beam. That didn't work so well. It was just an idea though. There we go. Damn, we took a lot of damage there. They make their jump, we have no repairs to hit up, but there is the store is still there to save our bacon. Better believe we're going there. There's no point in rushing this though. Oh, well that's not so good. Oxygen max, open up the everything. No, that place is on fire actually. Let's do that instead. Get rid of the fire in the sensor room. We're going to repair up as best we can. We will not get much repaired up, I know that. I wonder, I think we've seen it before, can you get weapons when you take down the rebel flagship a bit? I think you can. Alright, store, help us out here. We're in a bad situation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get everything running, right? Yeah. Question of if we will. Still, defense drone will help us a lot if we can take care of their boarding drone. Well, it's the best we can get. Tempting to sell to get more healing on us. But we may have to shoot them dead with what we have. Either that or we last longer. They can't hack us, so we can still frag them quite a lot. And breach does 3 system damage, so it will hurt their overshield quite a bit. Sell the lasers, beam will win if we can survive. I'd never want to get rid of dual lasers, it packs a bit of a punch, but heavy lasers gotta go. We need that healing. Not convinced on losing burst though. We can constantly breach their drones, which will help us. And we can still jump in to help a bunch. But I think we're going to need some firepower to get rid of the overshield. No, my toys, says poor Dark Lord Bane. Not much you can do. Well, I know. This is the base. Surely they can heal us up a touch. Alright, well, we're just going to have to wait for them to come. He chased down the flagship, discovered it's heavily damaged from the previous fight, but redirected power to their drones. At least they're not mind melting us. Alright, first things first, that laser beam's gotta go. Secondly, well, our lasers aren't gonna help us here, but defense drone is a must. Oh, whew, thank God for that. Dangerously close. Alright, so what do I need them to not hit me with other than loads of drones? I think it's just loads of drones. Missed. Alright, RT beam is doing its thing. This isn't good. Need those drones to not be active. Whew. Okay, that's kind of a help. Alright, you're doing God's work there, Dennis. Just keep doing it. Jeez, that's hurting. And our defense drone is down, and our... Jeez, that hurt us in lots of interesting places. Oxygen for 1, piloting is down as well. Take care of that. I want RT beam not dying. Shields are necessary. You work on the clone bay. Yeah, oxygen is secondary to functioning super beam. So is oh shoot. Damage keeps happening. It keeps happening. Wow, that's hurting. Those shields need to be up right now. Thankfully, that's fixed. You can still be fixed. Don't worry about the lack of oxygen around here. A lot of other things worth worrying about right now. I really don't like that thing hurting us though. I'm gonna have to miss completely. Okay, the oxygen is almost down. We could flood it out this way. The fire, that is. And I think we're gonna have to. We can always fix it once this battle is over, and as long as this super beam saves the day, as it always does, we'll be okay. And I hope that store is still working. Damn, not enough. Alright, good, you got that at least. This breach bomb's really good at taking out the trash. Speaking of trash, so long, Rebel flagship. Alright, but we kinda need that O2 right about now. The store is still alive. So too is our dreams. Okay. The situation is survivable. I'm gonna fix that oxygen up. Everybody get back to position. Fully oxygenate our home. Gonna fix the sensors as well. I wish you could sell missiles and drones. Yeah, we could make a fortune selling drones. Like maybe if there was just a special person that did it. But these are the kind of thoughts you only have when you're on the edge and you really need that savior. Alright, I gotta hand it to you, Kruker. And no Ox. You did well, so well that you get an all expenses paid trip into the airlock. Great. Just great. There's not much use for you guys though in terms of beaming on in unless it's to take care of all the rockets there. But what we need now is to take down their overshield. Dual lasers will help. Burst laser will help. We're so damn weak, it's unreal. Yeah, I feel like combat drone would help more than burst laser 2 right now. But we'd have to buy it, and we can't afford it. Oh man, this is gonna be something else. Put them on RT repair duty, and that might help. breach is necessary. Defense is still useful. Actually, will defense save us from more than what we'd get if we sold it? Trying to think what the enemy shoots at you. Does the enemy use... No, their drone system is down. They don't send attack drones on this one, do they? It seems kind of odd to sell the defense drone for hull, but I don't think they have any... Jake, they'll still have missiles. Yeah, they will. Missiles only do 1 damage. We can repair quite a lot of damage with this. 6 damage with this. Need to concentrate on making the ship go AI by killing the enemy crew, as if we're gonna manage to kill them with this. Okay, we'll hope and pray with what we have here. Alright, well, no point using that since we won't be able to get in. Let's do this. This is it. Okay, so they will mind control and take down some of our shields, which is a pain. Defense drone is going to have to help us, and we desperately need to take down their everything. And I want to breach that, breach those rockets there. Oh, right, they do this. You know, we might be able to pick them off piecemeal if they come in this way. What are they trying to do? Okay, could we hit them, please? That would be nice. Really though, what are these guys trying? Alright, taking a couple pops of damage already is far from ideal. Oh, they are big on coming into us. Uh-oh. Ow. Just ow. Okay, there goes our cloning as well. This is less than ideal. And we're still not in there. Our ship is in tatters already. Oh yeah, there goes our engine room. And we can't heal anybody that dies either. So it's just goodbye dodging. Alright, I'll be honest, it doesn't look so good for us here. Alright, and we still haven't taken down that overshield. Alright, now we can start breach bombing them to hell and back. Okay, well that's a start. Oh, people are now gonna die. Clone bait off, everybody's dead. Alright, what can one even do here? Polar's deed. Lukas is just hanging around waiting to die. I mean, I'd love to believe in the RT beam right now, but we ain't got a lot going for us here. Got a whole load of not much going for us here. Feels like our shields are just barely holding together as well. Oh, and we have no pilot, that's a problem. That's a big problem. That was real unfortunate. We made a good trek of it, but sadly today, the rebel flagship is the one that's victorious. So commiserations, Captain Lukas. We got so far, but our firepower just was not up to scratch, and our boarding crew never really assembled. We could have had 2 Manti, but one of them is still fighting a bit of the flu that they found on that other alien planet. Damn, we got so close, but it's not to be. Well, cheers crew for joining, cheers Captain Lukas for the attempt, and hey, we managed to unlock something a bit special today. Federation Cruiser Type C, with a flak artillery weapon and improved clone bay, Only the most suicidal of infantry chooses to fly on this shit. Wait, what was that about flak? What is a flak artiller? Powers a slow, high-powered flak gun that fires 7 projectiles. Wow, that sounds pretty badass, actually. A clone bay teleporter. What an awesome-sounding ship. Unfortunately, it will not be flying today. I will be flying my way to bed. So cheers again, team. Y'all died, so you clearly weren't good enough, but I had my fun. So until the next time, it's cheers and cheerio.